My name is Emily. A few years ago, I believed love could fix everything. I trusted too easily, forgave too quickly, and thought that if your heart was pure, life would always be kind to you. But I was wrong. Love can heal you, but sometimes it's the reason you break. That's how I met Ryan Cooper, the man who changed everything. We met in college when the world felt simple and dreams felt close. He was confident, charming, and full of plans. I was shy, supportive, and always cheering him on from the sidelines. We had big dreams. He wanted success, and I just wanted to see him happy. When he failed, I was the one who stayed up late helping him prepare again. When he felt lost, I was the one reminding him that he could do anything. I thought that was love, being there, no matter what. But one day, everything changed. He started talking less. The messages got shorter. The calls became rare. And then one afternoon, he called me to meet at our favorite cafe. I still remember the way he looked, calm, confident, like he already knew how this would end. He said, "Emily, we need to talk." My heart dropped. He looked into my eyes and said, "You're amazing, but we're not growing together anymore. I need someone who matches my energy, someone more like me." I just sat there, frozen, trying to understand how love could disappear so easily. He placed some money on the table, stood up, and left. No hug, no goodbye, just silence. For days, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. Every corner of my room reminded me of him. I kept replaying that moment in my head, wondering what I did wrong. Then one day, I saw a photo online. Ryan had moved on. A new girl. Beautiful, stylish, and confident. They looked perfect together. He looked happy, and I felt small. I cried that night, but the next morning I promised myself something. If he could move on, so could I. So I did. I started going to the gym. I started painting again. I joined an art class. I spent evenings with my small group of friends, and slowly I found myself again. The pain didn't vanish overnight, but each day hurt a little less. Meanwhile, Ryan's life looked perfect. Photos of vacations, restaurants, luxury cars. People commented, couple goals. But I knew how social media works. It shows smiles, not truth. Months passed. Then karma decided to arrive. Ryan had planned a romantic dinner for his new girlfriend. He reserved a table at an expensive restaurant, flowers, wine, the perfect evening. Halfway through dinner, her phone buzzed. She smiled and excused herself. He didn't think much of it, but when she came back, she seemed distant. Her phone lit up again. A message from a man named Dylan, with a heart emoji. Ryan's smile disappeared. Later, when she went to the restroom, he picked up her phone. What he saw broke him. Dozens of messages. The same words he once used with me. When she returned, he confronted her. She looked at him and laughed. "You really thought you were the only one? You're fun, Ryan, but I like attention." She stood up and walked away. He called her name once, but she never looked back. That night, he sat alone in the same cafe where he once left me. This time, he was the one crying. Karma doesn't knock. It just shows up when you least expect it. Weeks later, I was walking home from work, carrying my art supplies. I heard someone call my name. It was Ryan. He looked different. Tired eyes, unshaven face, a faded jacket. For a second, I didn't know what to say. He smiled weakly. "Hey, Em, you look happy." I nodded. "I am." He looked down. "I lost my job. Things have been rough lately." I didn't feel anger anymore, just a quiet sense of peace. He asked softly, "Still painting?" I smiled. every day. He nodded. You always built things. I was only good at breaking them. For a moment, he looked like the same boy I once loved. Lost, unsure, human. Then his phone rang. He looked at the screen and sighed. This time, he didn't answer. I walked away, and that was the first time I felt truly free. A few weeks later, I received a message from him. I just wanted to say sorry. You didn't deserve what I did to you. I read it twice, took a deep breath, and replied, I hope you find peace. No anger, no hate, just forgiveness. Months passed. My art began to gain attention. One of my paintings got featured in a local gallery. People asked me about my inspiration, and I said, pain that became purpose. That night, as the lights from the exhibition glowed on my face, I realized something. What hurt me once had actually built me. Every tear had shaped me into the person I was meant to become. Later, I heard that Ryan had moved back to his hometown. Someone told me he started working at a small store. He wasn't the same confident man anymore. He was quieter, more humble, and sometimes spoke about the girl who never gave up on him. I never hated him, because if it wasn't for him, I would have never found myself. Sometimes karma doesn't punish. It just teaches. It shows you what you lost, and it reminds you what you once had. So if you're listening to this, maybe you've been through something similar. Maybe someone left you. Maybe someone made you feel like you weren't enough. But believe me, you are enough. You always were. The truth is, the right people don't make you beg for love. They don't leave when life gets tough. They stay. And until you find someone who stays, keep building yourself. Keep growing. Keep healing. Because someday you'll look back and smile, not because they came back, but because you survived without them. Karma doesn't forget. It doesn't rush. It waits for the perfect moment to remind someone what they lost. And when that moment comes, you won't need revenge. Your peace will be enough. I learned that love built on pride always ends with regret. But love built on respect lasts forever. So to anyone still healing, remember, the pain you feel today will become the strength you carry tomorrow. Karma isn't cruel. It's fair. It just takes time. And when it finally arrives, you won't feel anger. You'll feel closure. That's what real karma is. Not punishment, but peace.